What's up, ladies and gentlemen of iWrestling Network versus the World fans? It's your boy, the voice of Friday Night Warfare and host of the Crash site, Felix Crash, baby. It is almost 10 o'clock in the morning where I am right now, and we're just chilling out here on the debut edition of the show. And I'm not going to waste time, beat around the bush, any of that nonsense on the road to this week's edition of Friday Night Warfare. Got a lot of big matches coming up that week, but what I got going on right now is a fun situation because I get to conduct an interview with one of the newest signings to versus the World's Friday Night Warfare roster. So put your hands together for Sam Black.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Well, thank you for joining me on the show. Welcome to VTW.
Thank you for having me. Wow, quite a privilege to be here.
So I'm going to start this off with a fun one. I'm sure a lot of people want me to just get right into the hot and heavy, but let's have a little icebreaker here. Going to the gym, getting a workout in, backstage before a big match. Band, song, artist. What gets you pumped up in the moment?
It's gotta be Slipknot. Slipknot is my go-to. Slipknot or Linkin Park.
Solid.
Definitely. They're always playing in my headphones.
Yeah, I like that. Any specific song?
If Rain Is What You Want, specifically, or Snuff.
Okay.
So those are my top two.
All right. I like that. Yep. All right. So getting into this, we'll just go ahead and get right into it. You've been out of action up until the last few weeks. We've seen you popping up in EWA and whatnot. But before that, you've been out of action for how long was it?
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. And after all this time away, what inspired your decision to make a comeback to the biz?
So originally it was needing to find Kurt Brooks. I needed to sit down and have a conversation with Kurt Brooks. And I've been looking everywhere for him for a while now behind closed doors. And then I heard a rumor that he was in EWA. So I was like, okay, I'll go and scope the scene. But when I went there, he wasn't there. He was missing. So I had to start sending out a search party and doing all of the other things that I did, videos, search parties, and just trying to get Kurt to come back. And now, finally, he is back, but that wasn't without issues, because originally this was just meant to be a conversation with me and Brooks. But unfortunately, I had Darius step in my way, I had Lilith step in my way, and then I had Legion step in my way. So I had like the trifecta of people.
Yeah,
who were jumping in the way to try and stop me.
Yeah, and that's a tough crowd to get pinned down on. So what's turned into you just trying to reconnect with an old acquaintance is you've gotten thrown to the wolves here.
Yeah, I absolutely did. I mean, I can't say I don't like a challenge, but that was a little unnecessary.
Yeah, but even though this hasn't really gone, the way you planned, it seems like these interactions, these encounters, these battles that you've been thrown into have kind of reawakened something in you. Would you say that?
Absolutely. Like, I hate to give any three of them credit in any way, shape, or form. I don't want it to get to their heads. But if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have found the passion that I've currently got for this, the love that I've got for this. And knowing that when I've come back, it's been a lot of fun, as much as I am hating to admit that. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And although each time I've been in the ring, I progressively got more hurt, I seem to be addicted to it. So maybe there's something wrong with me.
Hey, as a now retired competitor on a lower level. I get it. But 4 years is a long time to be away, and a lot can happen in 4 years. What do you think has been the biggest change in the business since your time away that you can notice?
There's been a lot of changes, but a lot of things have also remained the same. So I was quite surprised when I came back. There's a lot of people that aren't here anymore that I wish were still here. And there's a lot of people who are still here, which I'm very happy about. There's a long list of people that when I walked back into EWA and I started scouting out other IW groups, I have recognised a long list of names. So that's always put a smile on my face to realise that I'm not coming back fully into the unknown. Because as much as I have tried to prepare for this, you don't know what you're coming into. Each time you step into somewhere else, you don't know who's going to be there. So that's what I would say.
Yeah. And, 4 years is a long time for the business to change. 4 years is also a long time for you to change as well. And people who may not know you, and maybe the ones who do, like how can you say that you have changed? Maybe as a competitor, maybe as a thinker, as just overall, since the last time anyone got a chance to see you in the flesh?
Definitely confidence. 4 years ago, I was a very shy person. Wouldn't say rude to a ghost. Now I am not afraid to say what I want to say, not afraid to speak what's on my mind. And Legion somewhat brought this out of me, but I have a sadistic side of me as well, which is a little bit. I wasn't aware that I had this inside of me, but if I need to bring out the sadistic side, I more than happily will. And that's something I've enjoyed quite a lot more than I thought I would over the past few weeks.
Well, that sadistic side, that confidence, that fearlessness is going to come perfectly in hand. It's going to be a great tool here in VTW. What would you say? Do you have any sort of immediate goals coming in here? Any particular people you may be looking to have a couple rounds with? Maybe eyeing any of the champions?
So I've got my eyes on quite a few people. There was immediately first person that took my eye was Darius Jones. I've had one battle with him. Be nice to maybe face him again and beat him again, 2 times the charm. PCO is one that I'm going to try and avoid a little bit. I remember 4 years ago being very, very afraid of TCO for good reasons, and coming back and noticing that he is still here.
Yeah, and current Defiance champion. He's on a tear right now with alongside versus the world champion Dylan Mason.
That is another name that I am very familiar with. And that's one that I'm watching from a distance because I've always wanted to face him. As far as I'm aware, we have never faced each other. But he's another one that I've had my eyes on, as well as Kano. Kano is another one.
Okay.
So the names are starting to pile up. I'm starting to make a little bit of a list now, and we shall see.
Yeah, people are they're knowing. Okay, we got to watch out now.
You absolutely do.
Yeah, and I guess we'll sort of end on this note. Last thing I've got prepared for you. This little comeback tour going on. How far do you see yourself going?
Oh, that's a difficult one because each time
anything can happen.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Yeah,
I started off my journey facing people who are quite dangerous, and the list seems to be going on and on and on. Like every time I get in the ring with someone more dangerous and more who's more likely to cause me more pain. So I I understand that each time I'm stepping into the ring, it is quite a risk at the moment, especially as I am still quite battered from Legion. So I'm fully aware that I'm coming into this on a little bit of an underhand, especially after having 4 years off.
Mm-hmm.
But having said that, I'm training harder than I ever was. I'm in the gym, working out, eating better. I'm doing so much more this time than I did 4 years ago when I was a baby in the business, so to speak. So
Right.
now I am feeling a lot more prepared, a lot more ready. So it could be 6 months, could be 3 years. I don't know. We shall see.
The possibilities, like you said, all this started because you just wanted to have a conversation, and now we're here.
Yeah.
I said that was all I had prepared, but kind of spur of the moment, something popped up into my head. I had mentioned earlier, like, people that may know you, people who may not know you yet. What would you say is the one thing that everyone should know to truly understand what Sam Black is all about? What is your message to this roster?
My message is everyone needs to be careful. Everyone needs to watch their back because I am not playing around this time. When I first started 4 years ago, I was very shy, wasn't aware of who I was or what my mission statement was. But now everyone needs to watch their back because I will throw daggers into anyone and everyone.
Strong words. The VTW roster needs to be on notice, as does anyone else who has the task of facing you on the other side of the ring. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that anymore myself.
Just saying,
But
for now.
I'll do my best to stay on your good side of the table.
Yes.
I'll do my best. But thank you for coming on and joining me for the inaugural episode of Crash Site.
Thank you for having me. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing what you do here in Warfare. We got the show in San Francisco coming up Friday night. You weren't scheduled. Maybe we'll see you there.
Maybe you will. We shall see.
Yeah, only time will tell. But until then, that's all for me, folks, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for the first episode of the Crash Site. Next time you see me, Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, Warfare. On behalf of Sam Black, this is Felix Crash, signing out. Crash out!